Hello YouTube, a little car maintenance here today. I have a 1998 Buick LeSabre and the horn is not working on it. And so I'm going to show you a few things where to find stuff and get you started, though I don't have the answers yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. Alright, so this is the engine compartment. The two horns, you have two of them, are located, one right there and the other down there. Hard to see because of the light, but right down there is one just like it. Your fuses are located underneath here. Whoops, not easy to do one-handed, sorry about that. Those are your fuses. The thing is, none of these say anything about horn. And nothing in your manual says anything about the horn. So over here, this thing is labeled MaxiFuse Relay Center. I don't think you can see that. MaxiFuse says MaxiFuse Relay Center. It's right behind the engine compartment. In there are these two black fuse boxes. These covers come off. You move the clip right there and right there. You pull it out. I believe the horn fuse was in here. I think it was one right here that was associated with the door locks and the trunk latch release. So if your electric door locks work and your trunk release works, then it's probably not that fuse, so you can leave that alone. There's another box. It's got these real big fat rectangular fuses, unlike any that I've seen before. And then the relays are below here. And what I found online said that the second one from the left on the left-hand group, or just the second one from the left, as you're standing at the front of the car, well, look, there's your engine. Second one from the left is the horn fuse, or the horn relay. I can't get it out. I'm going to try to switch these two. This is the AC compressor relay. It's still cool out, so I can get by without it for a day or two, or a week. And switch these two to see if it will then work. Because this one, I believe, is not working. One way I checked it was you turn on the car. You don't have to crank it up, but you turn on the power, and then you try and honk the horn. And I believe the relay should make a little tick-tick sound or something if it's functioning. So, still trying to figure the rest out. I can't. Oh, one other thing that I had to find online. So back here is this little bracket right there, and it has a green pin. You can see it up in there on those. That green pin, you have to just push it back, push it back, push it back, and push it out through that before you can get it off. But the way these things are, there's no handle on them. They're on this metal bracket to hold them on, and I haven't really gotten it loose to get it off. One thing I was trying is getting my flathead screwdriver between the back part of the relay mount and then the relay itself and kind of wiggle it loose, and it got a little bit loose, but I don't want to do that too much and break something. So trying to get that part figured out. I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, so as I said, I tried to pry in between there a little bit, but carefully. Finally what worked is, and again carefully, prying right here and at the bottom, and I've got it worked a little bit loose. So it's pulling out the whole relay gasket. Now one thing that did happen whenever I was trying to pull out the relay is there's a little aluminum weld right here holding on this. Apologize for the light. Okay, it's still getting it. Let me get in a little closer. So there we go. So this metal bracket is what the relays are mounted on. That little rivet, aluminum rivet, holding on this metal piece on a part that is going to have torque and tension pull up against it to get these relays off. So that's just cheap manufacturing right there. Anyway, it broke. And I have the little, I don't know if I'll be able to, where are you at? the little part right there. Probably won't be able to focus in on it. Anyway, it's just a little tube that's set underneath that, but it was just a straight piece of aluminum rivet. And it broke, but I got the relay off. Well, now I just have to separate it from the wiring harness carefully. Well, that should have been obvious, but after pressing through that green piece, I didn't realize it. So this part right here needs to be pressed down with the screwdriver so that it can be pushed out the back. It's another clamp holding it. And that's where that green pin goes straight underneath it right there, through this spot here and back. So I'll be able to pull it right off now. Let me see if I can just set that right there. So there's one relay. Can't really tell anything, but it looks good. Now to get off the actual horn relay right here, and then switch put this relay that I just took off onto this one here to see if the horn then works. I don't want to do it, but one thing that you could do if you're having trouble, you could take a risk of breaking off these plastic, wings, part of the brackets down there, as opposed to putting pressure on and breaking the relay itself. I maybe shouldn't even worry, because I'm pretty sure that this one right here is not working anymore, but you still want to be careful. So it'd be better to lose these, and then this will still fit loosely inside of here, and it still has a cover, so it would be somewhat safe, but not the best way. But if you had to, it'd be better to break these little plastic wings at the bottom than to crack this relay. Alright, it takes a lot of finagling. I pried between that wing right there and the metal bracket here, and finally got it to budge enough that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to pull it off now. So between that little plastic wing and this bracket right there, there's a little bit of gap. I got the flathead screwdriver in there. I'm sure a mechanic knows exactly how to do this. They probably have a special tool for this. I don't have any of that. I'm just a guy trying to fix his car horn. Okay, I was able to get the old horn one off, and I put the AC compressor one on. It's on there. I haven't mounted it back up in the bracket, but everything will stay in place the way it is. Nothing's going to get close to a moving part, so I'm going to go ahead and at least turn on the power and see if the horn works. So let's cross our fingers. Nope. That did not fix it. So I've got other problems. Alright, so I've got my son pressing on the horn right now, and I think the relay should make noise, and I'm not hearing anything, and this is the one I just took off of the air compressor relay, so I'm a bit at a loss right now. Horns are still not working, and I don't hear a click right there at the relay. Over an hour and a half later now, and after having directly wired some alligator clips to the battery and to the horn on the passenger side, and getting I just got a chirp. I didn't hold it on there because there was some sparking from the battery, but I got a good chirp. I finally found where the horn fuse box is. If you look back there, okay, this is the glove box, and if you look back there where that flashlight light is, back behind there on that side is a fuse panel. So you're supposed to remove that sound barrier piece of plastic there on the top, the black plastic where the light's shining down from, and access it from that way. But that's a lot of work, and I was able to get back here. I was able to read that piece of paper, the guide right there, and see which one was the horn, and I got it replaced. And now I'm getting the clicking from the relay underneath the hood, but I'm still not getting a horn blowing. So maybe something messed with the wires that blew the fuse, so I still got a lot to figure out. So this is the horn relay that I pulled out from there, and this is what it should sound like with it functioning. This is what you should hear on the relay. Press it. However, sadly, it's still not operating the horn. So apparently one of the wires from here to the horns got frayed or broken or damaged. I don't know if both horns have to work in order for one of them to work, and so maybe if it was wired to one, that horn's not working, but the other one is. So still some troubleshooting to go to. When you hold the relay switch or touch it or put a screwdriver to it, it's another trick that you can do. When the relay is active, when it's switching, you'll be able to hear and feel that click. Okay? Just as another little tidbit to help you along, in your owner's manual, I found online that they actually do have the diagram for the fuse control on the passenger side. That's it right there. And number 3 is horns right there. And this is vertical, pretty much like it's shown. But when you look up horn on there, it doesn't mention the fuse location or anything at all. So I didn't thoroughly check that, and just to help you out in case you didn't realize it, it tells you a little bit. Yeah, it can be difficult, so, but that's another tidbit. One other thing, you may have to do more research to figure this out. I believe that that also is a horn of some type. If it is, then that would make the Buick LeSabre have 3 horns. I just can't find any information online that corroborates that. So the one horn right there, the other back down in there, same location, just opposite side, and then this one here in front. I've done pretty much everything that I can at this point to solve this problem. I think I've showed you all the places to look, everything that you can do. Maybe I didn't get video of this with the cover off earlier. But right there it says horns, door locks, trunk release. So that's this main fuse is 60, what is it, 60 amps? No. Anyway, that 60 fuse right there is for that one. These are a large size fuse. Not usual style. Much larger than most fuses you'll see. But it's fine. I pulled it out and it's fine. I've checked everything. The relay's working. It's just the horns aren't actually sounding. So I hope the information that I provided has helped you. I apologize if it hasn't. It hasn't helped me yet. I've got a wiring issue. If you get to this point, the only other thing that you could check is at the steering column, figure out how to remove the cover there. Some people have a horn that sticks and it just keeps blowing and blowing and blowing. That's a different issue. There's some fixes for that online. But again, passenger side, through the glove box is the easiest way I see, with a pair of pliers to get to the fuses for the horn. The other fuse panel on the inside, you know, underneath your steering column over there, but that doesn't help the horn. Relay, fuse, horns. Good luck. Thanks for watching.